Hello again, humans, and welcome back to How to Sleep. I'm Carrie, your guide to the operation of your own brain. Just to review, in part 1, we talked about the following things you can do. Number 1, wake up at the same time every day, no matter what. Number 2, properly use SAD lamps. Number 3, set up your room to be dark and cool. So after that, we are finally ready to talk about what you can do to help yourself at night. Remember this graph of cortisol and melatonin working together in a happy brain? We talked in part 1 about how cortisol is the starter pistol that gets you out of bed in the morning. So melatonin is the other side of the coin, the ice to cortisol's fire. I'll tell you a secret about melatonin pills. They don't directly make you sleepy. It's more like a text message that says, "Hey brain, this is the time when we're supposed to get tired." Melatonin is supposed to be taken for a few nights in a row, at the same time every night, to get your brain used to putting itself to bed. The other good news is that if you manage your wake-up time and cortisol well, melatonin production should ideally start to take care of itself, if there are no other medical or sleep disorders in your way. This means if you do a good job during the day, the nights should get easier. So let's give you some more things you can do at night. Thing number 4, lower your core temperature. We're shooting to get your core temperature to about 35.5 degrees Celsius or 96 degrees Fahrenheit. So please note that, again, I mean cool, not cold. You can try taking a lukewarm shower, opening a window, or covering yourself up a little more lightly. Thing number 5, connect with a companion, internally or externally. If you can raise your oxytocin levels, this may help your body realize that it's safe to go to sleep. The human pack animal system knows in a deep way whether or not tribe mates are nearby. Another human to snuggle is helpful if you've got one, but this can also be accomplished with an animal or even videos of animals or whatever you find cute. If you feel an internal aww while watching it, that's oxytocin being released. Thing number 6, replace your mental tape. A lot of us have minds that can just keep thinking on and on and on and on. When this mental tape is too exciting or nerve-wracking or interesting, we pique our own attention and our systems go back on alert. Rather than fight the mental chatter, give it something else to grab onto. There are podcasts made for just this purpose, such as Nothing Much Happens by Catherine Nicolai or Sleep With Me by Drew Ackerman. But lots of things can work, like a book on tape you know by heart, a good old-fashioned superhero fantasy, a body scan meditation, math problems in your head, or anything that works for you personally. Last and possibly most profound, thing number 7, learn to use your breath. A lot of us don't know how to breathe. What do I mean by that? A lot of us weren't taught to use breath deliberately to modulate how we feel. If you can really get how to do 10 or more deep diaphragmatic and full lung breaths, you can learn how to switch your nervous system from sympathetic fight or flight responses to parasympathetic rest and digest mode on purpose. The full power of this is literally life-changing. It has implications for anxiety, reprocessing trauma, and many other distressing experiences, only one of which is insomnia. However, please do take the following caveat quite seriously, as this stuff is deceptively powerful. Folks with PTSD very often experience significant triggers when doing mindful work with the sensations of the body. If you believe you may have experienced trauma or might meet the criteria for PTSD, don't do breath work, body scans, progressive muscle relaxation, or other similar exercises that ask you to focus on physical sensations of the body without the guidance of a mental health professional, as it's possible for you to delay your recovery. Just wondering whether you meet the criteria is enough of a reason to make an appointment. Stay tuned to this channel for more on working with trauma in the future. For now, if you can't sleep, try breathing as deeply and slowly as possible, for as long as it takes for that rhythm to become effortless. Additionally, progressive muscle relaxation, or as I like to think of it, deliberately relaxing your body into the state of floppiness it would be in if you were already asleep, is recommended often for good reason. Okay, let's review those things you can do. The daytime things are, wake up at the same time every day, no matter what, properly use SAD lamps, and set up your room to be dark and cool. And the bedtime things are, lower your core temperature, connect with a companion, externally or internally, replace your mental tape, and learn to use your breath and release muscle tension. All this stuff can work great for people who don't have sleep disorders. If you're having trouble, you should be talking to your doctor in addition to watching YouTube. And if you've been trying methods like these faithfully with no success, that's one indicator that it's time to ask for more help. Thanks for spending some time with me learning about sleep. Few things have a greater impact on how you feel, and the greatest gift you can give to others is to take care of yourself. If you thought this was helpful and or fun, please hit like and subscribe, and share this with anyone you know who's tired sometimes. I will read every single comment, so let me know how these tips work for you. You can also share the most hilarious thing you've ever done while sleep deprived, and let me know if there's any future videos you'd like to see. See you next time for the next chapter in your user's guide to being human.